And today we will speak about B2B sales and if AI technologies are helping in this hard way. Could you please? I would like to chat with you, to communicate with you in live, and to know more about you guys. So thanks for joining, and I would like to know what is your role in your company, in your business, just how far you are from B2B sales, or whether this information is actual for you or not. Please write in chat. Meanwhile, I'll introduce myself. My name is Victoria Abed. I'm Chief Revenue Officer at arriveforpresenter.com and have actually 13 years of experience in tech and software B2B marketing, and additionally 6 years in sales. So now I'm responsible for both parts, for marketing and sales, and just how to join these efforts in one great result. I have worked in a big companies, big global corporations, and in a small startups. So know the specific and the identity of sales of big companies as well as small companies, and as well assisted to generate revenue up to $25 million per year. And I'm Ukrainian, but currently live in Spain, so I learned how to cook Spanish gazpacho as well as perfectly cooking borscht Ukrainian. And I believe that no one avatar or no one artificial intelligence could replace a real, sincere human soul. But anyway, let us talk about how artificial intelligence could help us in doing our general work. We will speak about the next points. What makes potential customer avoid salesperson? This is a huge, a big problem. And of course, we will start from microeconomical situation all over the world. And the next one, we will move to how to build the right customer journey, and we will find the points of contact with the seller on this map. And then we will speak about AI tools that will help on each stage of this journey. And then we will speak about real life cases that we are practicing, and I will explain you why I'm speaking about artificial intelligence tool as well as AI for Presenter has a huge part of artificial intelligence, and we have already generated a lot of cases that I will be happy to share with you. Macro challenges of today. This is the information by Forbes, but please feel free to share with me which one is which challenge of the day, or is do you see that it is the biggest challenge for the next year for your business for 2022. So first of all, it's of course the slowdown of economical development, economical growth. In some regions, it will be inflation. So European countries are already feeling some inflation and prices going up, and that means that the business will take that in the mind while making a decision regarding buying your goods or services that you offer for the moment. The second one is the stability of supply chains, very unstable situation in the world, in the region, especially concerns in Israel and Ukraine. And normal supply chains are not working anymore. So they now, a lot of companies are thinking about how to rebuild, how to secure their supply chain, not to amid the delay, amid the risks, and so on. So it is like the process that it should be renovated. So if you have solutions in this area, you will have a good chances to be in a game. The next one is growing consumer expectations. So consumer modern consumer, and we will talk about more and more about this. They have high expectation. They expect from business immediate reply, immediate very good service, care, and so on. So they are expecting already from you that normally not many company are practicing at all. So, and it will be implemented the same for B2B service as well. So they nowadays, the people at the end of the day, they used to write emails whatever, whenever, I don't know, at midnight, when it is convenient for them, and they are not willing to wait 24 hours for reply. So they are willing to get the reply as soon as possible. Accelerated digital transformation. Finally, the COVID situation and current situation, it is speeded up significantly digitalization of companies that were waiting for that sign. So that sign has finally happened, and now we are expecting that, even not looking at despite of inflation and economic slowdown, the digital purchases will be speeding up. Intensifying headhunters for valuable personnel. That means that if you have very good people, employers who are working for you, so it means that very good quality staff will be hunted by other companies. That's the truth. Data and media security, it is very important in software area, and sustainability, this is the number one. I guess those one who live in Europe, in the Northern America part, already know about that. And there are a lot of buzz about whether your business is sustainable, whether do you care about sustainability, and so on, so on. So just think about it. And of course, we cannot, I already mentioned, we cannot not to pay attention to the war, especially the countries that stay very close to the region. So the economical situation is more dangerous, and the customers, potential business clients, will avoid dangerous and big investments in that. Speaking about what B2B client wants in terms of buying, for instance, digital products and software solutions, this is the information by G2. So surprisingly, despite the economical crisis situation, a lot of companies are willing to increase their spendings on software because of the increased digitalization. And finally, the business understood that software is not that part of budget that should be frozen during the crisis situation. So it should, oppositely, it should be speeded up. You have to find new technical solution, like to hit your competitor and to move forward. The customers expect a quick return on investment from their purchase. So if, for example, many years before, we could calculate and said, okay, on the 5th, on the 10th year, you will get a return on investment on your expensive integration and so on. So now they expect the return on investment on the next quarter, on the next age, or half of a year, yeah, and then they would like to hear it. So the simpler solution you offer, the simpler for you to explain that this return on, and not very expensive, the simpler for you to will be to explain when it is expected they get a return on investment from their investments. They have increased the demand for security solutions, and so if you are selling for enterprise, and if it is a software solution, just get prepared for several circles of the hell that you will pass a lot in security procurement, and you will have to prove that your solution is secured enough. Very important information, and luckily it is a good, and 81% of B2B customers pay attention to AI functionality. So they are willing to ask whether you have AI functionality, what AI is doing for me, will it speed up my processes, and 84% trust to AI solutions at all. So it is not already modern work, it is an effective and trustable solution. Of course, the modern sales looking for a balance between procurement procedures and time. So your customer will expect for faster deal closure, while procurement will try to do while will try to make their best to check the security and so on, so on. And they are looking for solutions that will work together. So you will have to think about. That you will have to think about how your solution is integrated with the solutions that they already have on board, and this is very important. And 84% trust reviews on independent websites. So just this is very obvious. Make sure that independent third-party sites have good reviews about you. You work with that and grow the number of reviews about that. What are the changes in the decision making? This is a huge changes, and I guess the COVID was an accelerator for this situation. So modern consumer do not like to talk with you during the first contact. Even he doesn't prefer to talk to you during the second contact. So recently we came back from Web Summit, and I was speaking to a B2B marketing specialist. She has a school, B2B marketing school, and she has each my student intends to arrange a meeting just during the first while sending the first email. So it's not correct. The people will avoid the communication with sales representative at any cost at the first stages. Nowadays, the reality that the world becomes more and more introverted and full of information. So modern people are could get a lot of information from different sources at this stage of awareness and consideration, and only if they will focus on your solution, they could come to you and say, okay, to a sales representative and say, okay, let's talk. Tell me why should I buy your solution, or tell me what are the benefits, or I have got some questions. So just think about that. Your marketing, your content marketing strategy should be focused on those one who are looking for information by themselves, who are learning information just to highlight your company and your business in the most profitable way, and to showcase the best cases, and to demonstrate the more information possible, just to allow the potential customer to make decision towards your site. And this is not our bet. This is the shift of the strategy, and this is a shift of paradigm. And I must say that it could this trend will go ahead more and more, because our modern generation, for instance, my daughter, she doesn't prefer to live communication. She prefers communication online, digital. So this world sadly becomes more and more introverted. Moreover, according to Foresters, again, this is after COVID. This is after COVID trend that 63% nowadays involve 4+ participants in decision making in B2B sales. This is again, before it was 1 or 2, and now it is 4. This is again in plus and minus. Why? Because first of all, of course, you have to just to pass and to persuade all 4 decision makers, or the people who influence on decision making. But when before, when we were just had one decision maker who made a purchase, and when he left from company, new one came, and he said, okay, I don't need you guys anymore, and so on. So nowadays it is a plus, it is an advantage as well, because it was several people, several head of departments who made a decision regarding your solution. So they will just get they will have a background, they will have a history, why did they chosen your solution, and they will be your advocates in case if some person just changed. And this is good and bad. So at the stage of deals closing, it will be harder, but then in terms of retention, it will be much easier to keep your position even with a new player in team. Who are these people? These people, most of all, senior managements, and of course, there are some influencers who will say, "Okay, we really need this solution." Budget holders, users, and of course, this is a procurement that will take care about all the legal questions and security questions and so on and so on. And you will ask me, okay, sounds like we are in a strange situation and we still know how to sell in a normal condition. So how should we sell to our products, our B2B products or services in the situation that we have? So this part will be devoted to the theory that is not connected to AI, guys. It will be just a theory from my practice. I have a lot of practice in B2B sales that should be taken, and just this exercise should be done. If you haven't done that before, just write today or this week to fix your sales strategy. So first of all, this part we will speak about sales strategy and very useful exercises that help me to define where we are, what to do, whether we are priority for our clients, and what to do with all this situation. Let's go. First of all, this is, by the way, the advice of the platform G2 as well. This is, first of all, we prioritize business needs. What does it mean? We are sitting with our stakeholders, with our team, and thinking about business needs overall regarding if you're working, okay, for instance, in software, in CRM system. So we are speaking about what is the most important thing for business. For instance, your business, a small business or mid-sized business, what is the most important for them in terms of purchase of CRM system, for instance? So we are listing that priorities, and it would be very cool if you could even run a questionnaire and ask them about that, or ask to prioritize, like to have listed what is the most important for them. What does it mean? For someone, it is the most important the time for implementation. We were talking about that. For another ones, pricing is the most important. The easiness of usage, it is very important, and so on. So you could focus on that. Just keep in mind, guys, that if you are not in the 10 top 10 5 even priority, you are not just solving their problem in the top 5. So they will say, okay, you have a cool solution, but later, maybe later, we will apply you. So um, so you could just define how to sell and what to highlight from just defining your selling proposition. Then the very good framework that I really like, it's about gains and pains that you would like to create as well, and just sit with your team and highlight what gains you create for your target audience, on what pain relievers you create, whether were strong enough or not. And then from the other side, think as you are your customer about gains that he or she will get, or pains that you will relieve from them. So if the points are really painful, the willingness of purchase will be very, very high. The next one, the very most important the step is to build a customer journey map, and just to take a pen and just to write down what is going on each stage. Yes, this is a theoretical. I see, Alessandro, this is a webinar related on selling software product services. No, not only, just I'm just giving an example because I asked what are you doing, but unfortunately, you wasn't so clear about that. So I just given an example about that. And if we are building customer journey map, it is very, very relevant for each type of B2B sales. So normally customer journey map is built on the stage of awareness. So we are just aware about the problem, and we aware maybe there are some solutions, and we have some ways how to sell them. Considerations is just when the customer is considering which solution to buy, which to choose. Purchase is just the stage directly of deal closure. Consume, it is the first experience. And loyalty, this is repetitive purchase. So we are taking our pen or pencil and write down so needs and goals on each stage. For instance, and let me list them, and then I will show you an example. Then the actions, what our potential customer is doing at this stage. Contact points. So, what could be contact points with our company in this way? Expectations. What does he expect to see or to learn or to find out? Pain points. So, what is a painful for them, for him on this stage? Customer experience. So, he learned about that. So, how does he feel about that? Then may are put in another pen and maybe with another color and say how do we interact at this stage and what we can improve. So whether we have enough. So this is an example how this is the example how we fill the first stage. For instance, actions for our customer, potential customer. What does he do to learn how to resolve his problem? He faced the problem. He is not for the first stage. He is not choosing your product or another product directly. First of all, for instance, he is reading blogs. He listens to influencers, listen to business colleagues, etc., etc. So you are listing what do you have up to the date. Contact points, own or guest articles, for instance. So you could contact to him just publishing articles, making your website visible. I don't know, something like that. So run an ads and so on to be in the top of Google and so on. Expectations. So what does potential customer expect? So is expect learn about possible solution or how to choose the most optimal one at fair price, for instance. At this stage, he has such, for instance, painful points like fear of making wrong decision because this is a responsibility, big budgets, and so on. So you should think about how you could release these painful points. And of course, customer experience. Maybe if there are a bunch of information of it, your potential customer could feel confused, or if there is a lack information, he could feel lost because I haven't find enough sufficient information. So just write down that step by step. Then you move forward to consideration, to purchase, to consume, to loyalty. If this is not clear, this is a little bit more complicated, but when you start feeling uh, this cells you it would be more clear for you. But if you get any question, you feel free to ask me on this stage. And then when we fill these cells that are marked with black, you are starting sitting just on a brainstorming with your team and say how do we interact. So how normally acts our potential customer, and how do we really interact and what we can improve. Whether do we have enough information about product, whether do we have comparison tables, whether do we write how to solve the problem of our customer, and whether do we have enough articles or materials, or whether do we have enough presence at offline events where our customer attend, and so on, so on. So just think about that and how you could improve in this area. That would be very, very useful bunch of ideas, and will give you a helicopter view how do you interact with your potential customer. So this is a framework like how it normally could be, what he's doing, what he's thinking, and what he's feeling. So in the stage of awareness, he is doing like watching TV, reading articles, and so on. What he's thinking, it looks something I can use, so that could be interesting. And what he's feeling like, oh my God, I have to approve all this with my all stakeholders. Oh my God, it should be, but I should do this or something like that. Just try to write about this. And one more framework is very, very useful that you should implement to your customer journey map. This is emotion curve. So just imagine that during this map, during this journey, your customer face emotion curve. So first of all, he say, okay, wow, I could solve this solution. At the stage of considering, he said, he may feel sad, a little bit confused because, there is a lot of solutions, they're complicated, I feel lost, and so on. So he moods going down. At the stage of making deal, it could be a lot of procurement procedure, so his state could go even more down. At the state of implementing and consuming, they are facing with a strange solution, could be again or excited or not, depending how do you interact with that. And loyalty, he's excited, he loves you, and so on. So just try to imagine how he feels at each stage, just to maybe to support them at the stage where they feel unhappy, not to allow them to feel lost. For instance, he's happy that he completed the deal finally, but then he started to learn how to use your solution or something like that, and then he feels completely, oh my god, frustrated. I have no idea how to work with this system or something like that. So just keep in mind that, and try to provide him with the support, with the proper content, with the proper calls, or and so on, just to become for him a beloved mark. And moreover, dear ladies and gentlemen, you have to keep in mind the generation theory. What does it mean? This is a table very useful for me, and I guess for you as well. So, different generations have very, very different interests, different tools of meanings of communications, different leadership, different gadgets, and so on, and different even way of interaction. So you could understand if in front of you is baby boomer, you could just offer them, how do we call that, a traditional way of selling. Just you are selling, you are offering unique sale proposition, and then listing all the benefits, and then granting him a discount. Or if you are speaking with generation millennials, yeah, let's say that this is a generation X and Y. These guys are normally used to that you could speak about his problem, how you could resolve that, and so on. So the later generation will be available to listen about how cool could you be, how reactive could you be, and so on. So just keep in mind this theory, and while speaking with all stakeholders, while making a closing a deal, keep in mind that, and just think about the approach, how you would like to sell and how you would like to persuade them to make a deal. And step five, of course, at the first step, at the and top of it, you have to identify KPIs that you would measure as a success factors on each your stage. So, for instance, on paid media impact, you could on the stage of awareness, you could measure a reach or clicks to your website, and so on. Then you could reach your product research score, for instance, or number of applying book or requests or booking a demo, and so on, and so on, so on. Just identify KPIs, fix them, and try to improve them, and try to enhance them each quarter, yeah, or each half of a year. So that would be very, very useful. And then while having, I still do not see the questions. I just see the comment from Alessandro that you are sell physical products as a service. Okay, that's cool, but I hope that you are selling in B2B. And if you have some specific question regarding how to build for your exact physical product, as regarding customer journey map, just feel free to ask, and we will try to just to explain, to dig deeper with your situation. But I guess this is not very very original, or not declining so much from the traditional way. And then having all this picture completed, we are having customer journey map, we have customer needs, we have customer emotional curve map, we have a KPI. So we could think about, okay, what we could improve or what we could automate on each step regarding on the customer map, a customer journey while communicating with us. And then let us keep in mind the challenges that your B2B sales department faces every day, first of all. And because this is very important while speaking about AI tools, first of all, this is a HubSpot report. They are writing a lot about sales trends and is B2B sales. And this is about the crisis situation, the growing competitiveness, and and they are thinking about how to increase their work productivity. So it means that 5,000 emails that are sent directly with a cold outreach are not working anymore. So they think, okay, I'm doing a lot of work, but still just have getting a poor answer, and at the end, no sales or something like that. They have to reduce and look in how they could reduce time on search and routine tasks. So they are trying to optimize. So nowadays, the core of B2B sales is like to quality, to shift from quality to from quantity. And that means that they are thinking, oh my God, I need to write and record, I don't know, 100 emails. How to get rid of this routine and just to focus on personalization, on just offering what does customer need and so on. How to build personal relationships with the client, so this is very important as well. And I guess here LinkedIn in modern world is a perfect tool, because you could like or even social media, that your clients, you are connected to your clients, you could like their post, you could connect, you could congratulate them with on their special events and so on. And of course they feel time pressure, and just to close the deal, to fulfill their commitments and KPI, they need to be very, very flexible nowadays. Flexibility is our ugly reality. So there is no stable life anymore. So like we are after COVID, we are shifting working home, then going there back work, and then moving and so on, so on. So this is not a comfortable situation for working. And of course, omni-channel communication. Gartner says that as customer everywhere trend. So customer would like to communicate with you not through your website form, but he would like to communicate with you through the social net that they're using, through messengers. They're expecting for a quick answer. So B2B sellers should be prepared for that. In other words, more personalization, less routine. And let's go to artificial intelligence market. So as you have already mentioned and implementing, so it is a huge market with explosive trends to growth. So at the end, by the end of 2030, the market volume will be 1,596 billion dollars, growing like you see the growth is like exponential. And normally, we will face the solutions connected to machine learning, deep learning, that is like working like with your inquiries, like human being, with a lot of just learning a lot of cybersecurity. Of course, it will be a question number one in the nearest years. CRM and customer services, that should be smart. We came back from Web Summit, and it was request number one. Do you have a CRM? What AI features do you have in it? And internet and data search, just in helping you to rearrange or organize data as fast as possible, and to offer you what you would like to see. Or your AI assistant, which we already implemented, and I must say that I'm very satisfied with my first experiences, because it's a great time saver, and it works very cool instead of me. But I will speak about it a little bit later. Okay, and let us speak, and maybe please, could you please? It's time for interaction, Alessandro. I see your comment. Thank you so much. So I will come back if you don't mind. I will come back to it a little bit later, like when I finish this part. And could you please write me how many tools do you use nowadays for to fulfill your routine daily tasks at work? How many AI tools, AI based tools, do you use every day to fulfill your task? From 0 to 10, I don't know. If you use more, you will be a champion. And I guess St. Paul's team should invite you to conduct a new the following webinar about AI technologies. So I'm waiting for your comments. Please let me know. And of course, the biggest disruptor that that did shake the market at the end of the last year was ChatGPT, because of course there was a lot of AI solutions for the moment, but for that moment. Only big companies use that for their processes, industrial development, and so on, so on. So when ChatGPT became free, available, and so on, it just was born and a whole industry of new solutions. Yeah, ChatGPT so far. Thank you, and uh, I guess most of you have all of you have already heard about ChatGPT, and maybe most of you are using one ChatGPT. So while using ChatGPT, BART, or another technologies that would be very similar to it, maybe more smarter or something like that. So just keep in mind that just the main rules. So as it is free so far, so good. The more data you give to it, the better answer you receive. So everything is based on prompt, so don't give up while you get a first request and you won't get a proper answer. You could just specify, could you regenerate this sentence, and so on, until you get a proper answer. And for me, I use in ChatGPT even for now for translation services. As for me, it makes it even better than DeepL, my favorite translation service. But so I'm getting it. Great advisor. Nowadays, our CEO and founder of company even use it to calculate how much developers does he need to complete one very special project to check out our development team, whether they are calculating okay or not. So it is perfect advisor for him. Even yesterday he sent me a message and said, okay, I'm going to send this message to this cohort. Could you please approve this message whether it's okay or not? I said, no, this is not okay. That should be that, and that. And we claimed, and I found out, oh, come on, are you generating these messages with ChatGPT and then sending that to me to just to check them out? No, I'm just approving with ChatGPT. But again, it is his personal assistant, and he can get a consultancy in 2 minutes just on very, very complicated subject. Mm, a lot of time it does and saves time better than even the beginner. So maybe really in the nearest future the market of beginners will be replaced for AI like ChatGPT, or even in terms of copyright or something like that. And the very, very important thing that you should keep in mind: do not upload a sensitive information to public AI tools. What does it mean? Because they have a internal storage, it will be available for them. So they will not display this information about you immediately, but they will have this, and maybe in some requests they will use that as example for example. So it's like it's dangerous. Keep in mind that. And as I already said you, so we are just in the era of explosive AI solution growth. So since ChatGPT started this crazy run, now we observe that just believe me, you could find AI solution for any task you get for the moment. Even if it is a simple solution, it will be 100%. For instance, in June, we introduced our Pitch Avatar AI add-on for to our product, and we had a launch on Product Hunt, and we were had a severe competition, and the first six. Among first six players, no, seven, it would be seven even, players who were competing with us, five was AI based. So it means like you could implement now for any your task related to the business, and just if you need to find, please find. And this is my list for your recommendation for several stages, as I mentioned before, that could make your life better and happier and faster regarding business tasks. So at the awareness stage, when we are doing actively advertisement, generating blogs, generating articles, making outreach, and so on. So we could use the following tools. The first one is my favorite one is Ad Creative AI. It generates creatives for advertisement and even copy as copy text for advertisement. You just upload a picture and just give a short description and whop, and you will get all the formats of creatives, and not bad at all. Canva is a presentation or creatives ready-made tool. I guess you have heard about it. They have implemented AI tools just to generate for you some creatives. They're working very great nowadays. Reply.io and Snow.io, this is for tools for cold outreach, and they have AI tools as well that could advise you who is the best your target audience, what is the best message for them, when it is the better for them to write to them, and so on. And one more tool which is cool, this is Albert, that could make an optimization of your ads campaign. So it could just scan your ads campaign and make an optimization, so you shouldn't pay for audit for your ads campaign, and just could optimize your campaigns almost every day. There will be links for more tools. It will be listings for you, so you could review more tools, and I will not stop on them. Let me just show you how Ad Creative Ad working. It was just 2 minutes. I signed up, I uploaded our logo and said who we are, and whoop, and I have got this creative. And normally in my normal before AI life, I had to spend I don't know, 2 or 3 days with my designer to fighting, discussing design, like to create these different size creatives and to run ads campaign on Google, for instance. Now everything is ready. They have prepared all the formats, so you just having everything all the box. I was really amazed, guys. Then this is the tools for consideration stage, and this is the tools for creating your content as well, including websites. For instance, St. Paul's as well offers website building tools, and also Weblio. This is Ukrainian American AI website builder. It was I worked with this at this platform that where I listed that before, because we had AI in a core that optimized website looking very good at the old screens. And moreover, now they have AI tools that could recommend you the text and pictures. Wix, of course, a leader in the website building tools, and they have built on AI tools, and they have just for some years that. Jasper is my favorite tool for creating copies, texts for every occasion. It's like for creative, for ads, for announcement, for letter, for internal communication, cold outreach, external communication, storytelling, article, whatever you are. Then Relate to is like for creating sales materials that could create sales collateral and advise at what stage sales collateral could fit. Pictory. Pictory is a service, amazing service. It could make extract script from video. You see the text, you could cut text, and it could even video. It could cut a video, or it will create video that you would give them a task. It's just really amazing and time saver. Tom is generating a very good creatives, just futuristic creatives that you would like. It could be Bing tool as well, but that is what I prefer to use as well. Dectopus, this is AI based presentation tool that allows to create presentations. Oh, this is the copy how Jasper works. I guess you could just make a screenshot, and I asked the system, just could you please write a story about pitch avatar, that it is AI based slide platform and so on, so on, and it created me in a seconds a huge, very interesting story that I afraid not even each copywriter could do. So I was really amazed. This tool is paid. It has 7 days free trial, so you could use and decide how do you use it, how whether it fits your daily routine or not. But it is a great time saver. This is Tom app, and it just was my first inquiry, B2B sales and AI, and you could generate, resend, specify your prompt, and so on. So again, very, very good. And tools for the purchase stage. So this is ROI for presenter. I will tell you about that a little bit just in a few slides. Consensus. This is an automated Go Consensus. This is an automated demo tool. So it could run for your potential customers automated demo. If we keep in attention, keep in mind that users avoid live communication. Very cool tool. Pitch Lane, this is a video content that can also be useful for support and communication. Deal Hub, another digital sales room that could just push your potential customer to move forward across the sales funnel. But digital sales rooms are a huge industry at all, so you could use it and could learn about it in details, because it is really interesting. And of course, for the loyalty stage, for support, the Zendesk, Intercom, they are very cool, and they are the leaders in the industry, and they are doing a lot. St. Paul's solution in terms of chatbot, for instance, and very perfect could be as well. Sina AI could provide you with a support with the avatar who will speak, and again, I gave you a list of 99 AI-based tools, so you could learn for each of your stage of communication and collect and pick for you the most useful for yourself if you would like to learn and dig deeper in this topic. And avatars. Nowadays, avatars are the good replacer between silent content and speaking demo with a human being. So avatars is a huge industry. The leaders in this is Synthesia, and now there are a lot of solutions. LIAO, DID, again, or for presenter we use that as well. Sina AI and so on. So it's just for you to think about how to implement avatars. So, and for you to think about that 71% of sellers feel the impact of AI tools for B2B sales department. So I guess those one who are already using ChatGPT already felt that my letters, emails became more grammatically correct, more interesting, more personalized, even in different language, and so on. So that is cool, and you could see the statistics provided to us by HubSpot. So these are the short list of my top of for B2B sales department of generative emails and so on. This is Jasper, ChatGPT, and of course Grammarly that will correct your mood or your tone of voice and so on. Search and enrich is Bard. Bard is actually the same as the ChatGPT, but by Google, but We are looking for that it is more mature in the search terms. Reply Snowio call outreach notes its author of Fireflies that makes a resume of your online meetings. Analytics like Clary, Boost App AI, and CRM, of course, I could advise HubSpot because they now implemented very cool solutions into routine of salesmen. And as promised before, I will give you an example and what we are doing, how we are making the sales life easier, for instance. So for those one who are used to work with the content and or presentations, we provide the tool that makes their life very, very, very easy. So by uploading the presentation, you could generate with the help of AI the script text in any language. So if your presentation is in Italian, for instance, you could generate the text script in English. Then you could, with a just button press, you could generate a voiceover for this presentation, and it will speak. Your slides will already speak with your audience. Or alternatively, you could generate an avatar that will speak instead of you and will present, hello, I'm a virtual avatar of Victoria Abed, and I would like to tell you about the solution. But if I'm just boring, just click and press the exit button and I will quit. So no worries. Then we can set up a goal. We allow you allowed to set up a goal, and AI will tell you what to do to reach your goal. For instance, you could set up a goal that I would like to generate leads with my presentation. I would like to get a call done with my solution, or I would like to generate engagement rate. So I would like that my slides could be watched until slide 10. So the system will configure the sequence of slides and will speak with your listener to try its best to reach the goal. And at the end of the day, you will get a notification that someone is looking your presentation. You will get a detailed analytics on your interaction. The salesman, you will get a detailed information how to create the best follow-up, or even get an opportunity to speak with a listener, with potential customer online, because the system will say them, okay, you can call a presenter and let's speak right now. So that's how it normally works. But what we how that could be explained in numbers. It is sounds cool. Wow, that could be maybe worth to try. But in numbers, when you are selling with the numbers, it would be highlighted in the best way. So just you could just show how much time and money normally customer spends or saves. And in B2B sales, it would be also very, very clear to find out how it is beneficial for them. Okay, maybe it costs some time to upload content or to do something, but you will save at the end of the day numerous minutes or numerous amount of money. And while coming back to your questions, guys, so that it is my slide before the last one, I would like to finish, because that's Black Friday week. So with the gifts, if you would like to know how to improve your presentation efforts in terms of slides, content, and how to make it more alive and effective with an AI tool, you could send me a request. There is my email. Just drop me a short request, and we will set up for you a 30-minute consultation. If you would like to get to try working with avatars and so on, so I could present you one business plan, 1 month of business plan for free. It is again about saving $79. And of course, we have a crazy Friday, already have a crazy Friday, Black Friday sale for 50% off. So if you are interested, please do not hesitate to write me, but I will be happy in any case to speak about with you to provide you with a free consultation on how to improve your presentation efforts, how to get rid of your daily routine connected to your presentation or connected to your repetitive work. So we have already got a bunch of good cases. Will be shared to will be happy to share with you. And this is my contacts, and I will be happy to come to jump to your questions, guys. So I see, Alessandro, I promised you to come back to your questions first of all. So we offer a long-term rental short service that include cleaning, ironing. Oh, what a perfect service you have! I need your service really, because I hate ironing and get business clothes prepared. We do it also company that needs to dress their employers. Okay, very perfect at the moment, Sarah. Yeah. So if you have some specific question regarding your customer journey map and how you could improve that, just also feel free to send me an email, and I will be happy to speak with you about maybe your personal customer journey map. But I think it would be just the same. So your potential customers thinking about, it would be great that I could, whether I need to dress my employers, or whether, it's interesting whether this is a service. It could be local, I guess, and how much it could cost. Maybe it is better to hire a stylist, or I don't know, clothes as a service or something like that. So he's looking for solution, then considering comparing with another solution, then looking at your salespeople and to see how they behave, whether they are attentive, where do you have a stylist, and so on. So then the first experience, and maybe a photo session, I don't know, just as a gift with the beautiful look and so on. And then, of course, the loyalty, that to make your customers to come back again and again. Yeah. A bite. Yeah, of course. Unfortunately, I'm not in Italy, and unfortunately, I do not have where to dress, because I'm working from home, and I would be happy to wear what I have on my wardrobe, but still do not have a special occasion. Maybe someday, well, when I get a very rich clients, and we will get to enterprise segment, I will come to Italy for your beautiful dressing. What more questions, guys? At least if you don't have questions, please put minus, so that I could understand that you do not have questions for the moment, but you will be maybe happy to talk to me in the future. And at the moment, I wish you a very productive Black Friday and Cyber Monday week. So think about buying software solutions for yourself, for your business, because it will be like crazy offs, and you could invest with a discount of up to 80 or even 90% for the whole year, or for 1 month, and so on. So keep in mind on that. And as far as I see that there is no questions, sorry, I just kept a little bit longer than I promised, for more than 1 hour. But I hope that the information was that I gave you was useful for you and pretty clear. I tried to speak about complicated things in a very pretty clear way. Um, Thank you for your attention. Thanks for being active. Have a good evening, and hope to see you on the next sessions again.